Damn, there's so much lag. Alright, I like how during the this part people are still listening. Then as soon as the drop comes out, people just start leaving. I can't understand why. Uh but I consider myself as primarily a bass music producer. So this drop part is part of my identity. However, I feel like in the future I might start making songs that have drops, but also do versions of them without the drop, or with something else that replaces the drop, so that it's more accessible. All right, what are we gonna focus on today? See. I feel like for this part, there's like not much to do anymore. But for this, alright, so this part is a bit empty. Why is it so fucking... Yeah, I don't need this. Why do I have two Yulian Lalas? Alright. Dude, this lag is unbearable. Oh, I have this Photoshop thing. Leave. So yeah, this part especially feels empty. And this part we need like a bass thing to go on. So we need like a bass, something that gives the low end. Maybe let's use this. No. No, that doesn't work because this is not part of the chord. Well, it is, but it's not. Wait, no, it's not part of the chord. So. Is that? Good note. Oh wait, that should be the... And there's something... Alright, you know what? What if we did... there's something that's causing a lot of lag. Wonder what it. All right, maybe let's not use this back. Oh, you're not supposed to see. Oh no, these are. So here, I feel like here we need like a counter melody here, something. 'Cause now it just feels like. But here, all right, what is? Oh shit, that's not supposed to be. All right, what's this? You know what? This could work if we just expanded on this. That's like strings doing tremolo. If we just expand it. Actually, I want it to end here. So that's like a string pad. All right, here I had like a Stantor kind of thing, but I'm not sure if that's the right counter melody to put. What if we gave this to the harp instead? be 9 point. I feel like this tremolo thing, it kind of feels like it sort of feels like it's not random. It kind of feels like it has like it has like a cycle. Like it's not random enough, but I'm struggling to find out like where the problem is. 7 point, like it seems to be random. I put it I basically I made it so that the speed is kind of like random, but it doesn't sound random. Let's randomize it even further. Me, whenever I learn spin jitsu. What's that? I know jujitsu, but I don't know spin jitsu. Like it doesn't it sounds a bit weird. Like they're all unsynchronized. Something sounds off. Yes. Tremolo modes. Tremolo. What if we just, you know what? What if we set some of them to fast, some of them to like unsynchronized? Now let's set this to like slow. Like there's like that one note. Man, this is fast as fuck. It feels like the tremolo is not random. There's like a resonance. There's like a I can't really explain what I'm hearing, but it doesn't feel random. Anyways. Let's just this sound. This sounds magical. Octagon on Master Chief or no balls. Hey, thank you. What does Octagon on Master Chief? This is amazing. Thank you. Oh, these are new audience members that I've never seen. Really amazing. Instances of OTT. Why does everybody tell me to use OTT? Uh, like there's this guy who told me to put like 8 OTT on this thing. I only put like 5, I think. But past a certain point, there's a diminishing return. So like I don't think 5 and 8 sounds that different. I got recommended your previous stream after it finished for some reason. Yeah, that happens all the time. Like when I was streaming, there's like 30 people who watched it in total or something. And the maximum amount of people who watched it at the same time, like 8. But then after that, after like one day after the stream ended, or actually no, 2 days after the stream ended, there's like a flood of people watched who got recommended that stream. But like it's too late. The stream has already ended. So there's you can't really have like a live interaction. But I mean, better late than never, right? So, by the way, if you guys want any like if you guys have any questions about this project or just anything in general, doesn't even have to be music related. We can talk about it. But yeah, I'm just trying to figure out like what I should put here. This part kind of feels empty. And this. Oh shit! What the hell? Yeah, that's a bug. I'm not sure if the triplets going straight to these non-triplets is a good idea. How long have you been producing music for? 10 years. Which is not, like, that's not a lot of time. Not sure, man. This is so, it's like that kind of tricky thing. Because this song, the problem with this song is it's like extremely experimental. So everything that I do is kind of new. So I'm constantly like every new section is something that I experiment with. Compared to like other projects where there's a very clear workflow and I know where I should do for each part. This project is like I'm constantly having to figure out new stuff. How old are you then? I'm 24. I'm 24. Yeah. Let's put a violin here, because why not? Let's put a violin. Yeah, let's do these notes. Rhythm, wait, wait, hold on. There's makes it sound like someone was improvising. Oh, someone was freestyling. Man, I can't read. I am literate, by the way, but it's just like, because I have ADHD and like I just can't focus on text. Uh, makes it sound like someone was freestyling on the harps. I think it's a nice touch. Or even, yeah, so producing since you were 14. I started producing 14, but I'm 15 years old. Oh, so only year. Okay, yeah. You'll get here eventually. It'll probably take you less time to get to where I am now than it took me. Experimental stuff is always my favorite. Do you ever listen to rhythm game music? Of course I do. Of course. Of fucking course. Uh, wait, I lost track of my idea. And it has to have a bunch of automations. Uh, what is this Diddy Blood doing in the studio? Uh, just trying to figure out how to make this thing not sound like crap. Maybe I've only recently gotten relatively good at starting producing more. Okay. Um, that's good. Miss me? Yes, I do. I remember you 2 days ago. You were very, very enthusiastic in my chat. Let's see how this sounds. It could sound like crap. It could work. Nah, I feel like it's too busy. It makes it too busy. So maybe let's mute it and let's see if we can put this. Actually, you know what? Now that I listen to it, I don't think we need the violin. So, but we need something else. What if we added like some kind of percussion? Here we have. So all right. So these are the percussion from Vienna. Wait, what the hell? See. Uh, this is like an African percussion thing. It's like a bunch of uh like a bunch of plant-based thing that they kind of weave together and make it. All right, maybe not for this. Glockenspiel. I don't actually use any glockenspiel in this song, but I do use something that's kind of similar, which is Rotail. Let's see. Yeah, you know what? Let's see if we can add the crow tails to that part. That could be a good idea. Okay, and then all right, I have this idea where I take these Chinese instruments. There's this thing. Oh wait, no, not. But here. Oh shit, there's no. But it's C. It's like some. You can use this. These are like the what's it called? Like Tibetan bowls. Wait, are Tibetan bowls? Ziqing. Oh, so these are not the Tibetan bowls. They are the some kind of like at Sakura. What kind of Sakura? Okay, yeah, and we can add this. So there's this roll up. Oh shit, there's this. But this is C5, which means that it should be C6. Yeah, this thing, and then we can automate the intensity. We can automate the intensity by doing this. So we do that, and then we go here. Clock wheel. Add like Sakura. It's stock Chinese. What do you mean it's stock Chinese? Let's take a look. Sakura. It's stock Chinese. Is it like Eastern Dream? Stock Chinese strings. Is that what you're talking about? Nah, these are not gonna work. Nah, I don't think these. That doesn't work. But like the thing with Sakura is it's not really good to like if you're trying to emulate something that sounds super real, like super organic. It still has this kind of synthetic tone to it. But I've made a few presets, and I need to take a look at what. But I made a few presets, and one of them is like pretty unique. I think I lost. They changed the interface. I think your mic's noise gate is too. Oh yeah, that could be. Am I like constantly cutting off? Oh no, wait, that's not edit the. All right, so open threshold. Let's set it to like 22. Maybe that's gonna be better. So yeah, Sakura, like they changed the interface to like a vector-based interface, so that you can actually like scale the you can actually make it bigger without losing quality. But in the process, they've destroyed like this part where they basically destroyed the old presets. And you used to be able to modulate the mod wheel, like going here, and like at some point you're gonna see mod wheel down here. But now you don't have the option anymore. So you can't like whenever you do whenever you go here and then you set it to mod wheel, it's completely unusable. That's why I kind of stopped using Sakura. Otherwise, like this thing is pretty good. I used it a few times in my other songs, but ever since they changed the interface, I mean, it looks good, but they removed the ability to do the mod wheel thing. And yeah, it's like I can't control the vibrato anymore. So all right. Wait, I can't hear anything. Wait, what the fuck? Oh shit, I'm fucking stupid. I'm fucking stupid. It should be C7. Alright, now it follows the automation. Yeah, but why is it so fucking quiet? Oh shit, I set it to random color. Oh yeah, whatever, man. Let's just keep this color. Ooh, 5 people in the stream this time. I guess I think we're down to 4. Somebody just left. But yeah, it's promising. The fact that we're we're having more and more people in the stream looking at me, just completely struggling to make music. You should stream in Twitch. Yes, I actually should. I'm, I told myself that I would stream in on Twitch, on YouTube, and on a Chinese website at the same time. So I would have like 3 different streaming platforms running at the same time. I haven't figured out how to do that, but I should definitely stream on Twitch. Uh, but I don't know, like, I feel like Twitch is mostly for gaming, but yeah, I think it's a good idea to do something in Twitch just to, expand the audience base. But to be honest, like, it just makes me happy to have like you guys. Like, I care about every single one of you. Like, I know who all of you are, right? I know Wet Wedding Smile. I know Tune Strike Music. Like, I remember these guys, and like, it's not. It's just you guys are not like just a number in the following. Like among my followers. Uh, like I actually have an idea of a person, like what kind of person you guys are. You can triple stream like YouTube, Twitch, TikTok. You can actually stream on TikTok. I didn't know that you could stream on TikTok. Hey, Cypher Music. If you're new here, you're absolutely welcome. You can stay for how, however long you want, or however short you want. To be honest, smaller streams are more cozy. I never watched any streams with viewers in the three digits. Okay, that's a very interesting opinion. I don't. I didn't actually. Well, I thought that people would want to watch streams that have more people watching them. But then, if you watch a stream with like a million viewers, like, and then you type any comment, like it's gonna get drowned out by all the other comments. So like you kind of lose the interaction thing, and the only way to get the attention of the streamer is to like pay to like a broadcasted message. It kind of feels like pay to win or something. It's a classic Dorian scale. Way too loud for this. Stake ISO speed, etc. kind of pay to. Yeah, I don't really watch these guys, but I can imagine with like a million viewers, the only way to get your message seen or heard is by paying. Okay, yeah, this part. I said make it contrasted. The reason why I said that is because it's not contrasted. I feel like, man, this thing. I'm actually looking for Camellia style music production, and I found your channel. Safe to say it's where all Camellia. Man, Camellia. I think for me, he's like a divine being. Okay, he doesn't even have like the same DNA as like regular people. I feel like this guy, he's like, I think I think Camellia is, man, how can I describe him? He's like, like in life, uh, you can't be good at every single thing at the same time. Like you have to make compromises. If you're extremely good in sound design, then maybe you don't have that as much knowledge in uh like music theory or jazz harmony or that kind of stuff or orchestral stuff. And if you're extremely good at orchestra, then you might not be really good at making like dubstep drops and stuff. But Camellia, he's like for every single aspect of music, he's like an expert in it. Like, yeah, no, I don't really play League, but I imagine in League, I think that in League of Legends, there's like a diagram of like, how good are you at surviving and farming and at, damage dealing and supporting and all that. And usually, everybody has like a spike in one direction. And Camellia, he's like maxed out in every direction. That's what Camellia is for me. But yeah, this is pretty much Camellia style, to be honest. Uh, yeah, this is Camellia style. Maybe not the like this. All right, he doesn't. I feel like Camellia uses orchestral stuff in a very like cinematic trailer way, or in a very library way. Uh, and I kind of use it in a more like classical way. That's like a minor difference between us. And also, but yeah, I feel like my music, if I had to say like whose music does my music uh have the most similarity to, then I would say it's probably Camellia. Anyways, let's just play this. Yeah, that's where I left off. Um, yeah, basically that's what I have for now. And now I need to like fix this part. I need to fix this part. Here's just a lot of fucking thing that I need to fix. I got a few stuff to fix here. The drop, I mean, the drop, yeah. There's a lot of problems in the drop for now, especially around like this part, this part, and this part. And yeah, this part is not finished. There's still a lot of stuff to do. But we're like the song is kind of manifesting itself. Okay, like now like we're beginning to see a pretty structured song. We're starting to see that. Let's see what we have. I like music like dubstep, breakcore, and fentanyl. Danby. I need to check out these. I didn't. I didn't hear. I didn't hear about them. I I think his. Yeah. By the way, we're talking about Camellia. Okay. Camellia final boss. You know, Skyle. I don't know Skyle. What's your secret to knowing where you are and what represents what in FL? It's a pain to open project. And give it. Yeah, I have no idea what any of these are. Uh, I just like this kind of looks like my room. Okay. Um, where I just put stuff like whatever, wherever I want. Like wherever I see a space, I just fill it in with a pattern. That's so crazy. Oh, thank you guys. Thank you guys. They mostly use like filter and drum uh minors. Do you build the music according to a theme or just go with the flow? This song's mostly with going with the flow. Cause like this kind of music you can't set up like because like most songs that I listen to have a pad, a bass, like a sub bass, an arp, a lead, and drums, and maybe some other stuff like super saw and other stuff. And it's like they have 10 different sounds, and the entire song uses like these 10 different songs, these 10 different sounds. Um, and you have a intro, you have a verse, and then you have a break, a bridge, and then you have a drop, you have a chorus. It's very structured. This song is like total chaos. Can I hear this? I just played it. Like literally, I just played it. But I can play you this intro part. Yeah, that's basically what I have for the intro. And this part, it needs some tweaking. and then after that it's a drop. Yeah, but people are probably not really interested in the drop part because I feel like a lot of people are just here for the for this intro part. Uh, Wait, let me see. This looks complicated. It is complicated. You should make an FL Studio tutorial, to be honest, and you should make an OC. What is OC? Uh, oh, now this is crazy. I didn't expect this. Thank you. Well, I can make an OC for you. What's an OC? Original character. Okay. Oh, I see. Original character. Like, is that for like for the stream or for like just in general? Sounds like something for a movie. Yeah, that's what a lot of people say. That's actually one of the characteristics of my music, which is cinematic vibe. Dude, that's insane. What a fucking shit. Thank you. Thank you. Profile picture. Now, your profile picture is extremely small. I can't really see it properly. Uh, in that case, I think I'll keep my current profile pic. Yeah, okay. So here. Okay, so this part is empty. So here what we need is we need some kind of percussion buildup, like some kind of orchestral percussion buildup. And here we need like an orchestral something in the high end. To kind of shimmer. All right, so let's see. You know what? Let's just use like let's just use like a sample. Let's use a sample. Let's use something that has a lot of high end. Oh wait, hold on. What if we just used a ride? Yeah, just that sound. Is there any fear of not knowing how to finish this? Or with your skills mindset, are you pretty confident not worry about finishing this strong? Wow. That's a great question. Yes, I do have fears. In fact, I look way I I look like I have way more skills than I actually do. Okay. So I appear way better than I actually am. So yeah, I definitely have a lot of fear. In fact, I thought I was not going to be able to finish. In fact, this song, I started this song in like September or something, and now it's been 3 months, which is kind of crazy. And by the way, this song, let me see, it took me 128 hours up until now. And we only have like 2.5 minutes of music currently. So yeah, this thing clearly, and by the way, pretty much every single part of this song, except for the intro. So every single part had like 2 to 3 attempts. So basically, this part, I made like 3 different complete like parts, complete with like drums, bass, chords and all that, and lead. 3 different attempts. And I basically deleted all 3 attempts until I landed on this. I think I have one of the attempts here that I saved. Yeah. I don't know where the lead went, but that's like one of the attempts that didn't actually make it to the final version. Um, and this part, yeah, I had like one idea which is pretty different from this, but then it didn't work out. But then I repurposed some of the stuff. And after this part, it used to have like another section. Like this part used to be another section that is a continuation of this. And it became something else. And I think I have it here. Yeah, it's this part. So this is something that I made for that part. And wait, let me just see. Yeah, like I had this section. Yeah, it kind of sounds weird because I took away some of the stuff and then I repurposed it. But this is a part that I had that I just scrapped. But I feel like the percussion is kind of good. That's the percussion part. Like it kind of sounds like in a MOBA game when you're picking and when you're banning the opponent's like heroes and stuff. That's what it sounds like. Yeah. So and then the drop, I had 2 prior attempts before I finally landed on this. This is one of the attempts. So that's one of the drop attempts that I scrapped. And this is also one of the drop. But then I kind of repurposed some of the elements. But yeah, this thing took like a fuck ton of trial and error to get to this point. I noticed you put your skills down like that before. Why are you sure you aren't as talented as others may perceive, just from the amount of music versus time? Well, what you're seeing, so what I present to you guys, so this, it kind of looks like I just landed on top of this. I just came up with this, like spontaneously. That's what it looks like. Like if I didn't tell you guys that I had so many different failed attempts before I landed on this, you would assume that I was so good that I just came up with this. But no, it's like it took me a lot of trial and error. And if I had to make a new song, it's gonna take me the same amount of trial and error to get something good. Uh, if you just if you watch the process of me like struggling to get this, you would assume that I'm a garbage producer. It's like one of the winner backstory shorts. No, I'm not even a winner. Like, how can I be a winner if I have 10 monthly listeners on Spotify? Like, I'm nowhere near a winner. Like, a winner would actually at least be able to, make to live off music or something. That's what I want to do. I want to live off music. I don't want to do anything else, man. And I'm not good at doing anything else. All right, let's see. Oh yeah, this thing. Wait, wait on. Nah, I feel like, oh, you know what? I feel like this is a good, like, a layer sound. A good layer sound. So if you layer like a very metallic and inharmonic sound on top of this, it'll actually sound good. Now, let me think about it for a second. There has to be like some kind of metallic sound. Because 85 used that kind of sound before. All the scrap ideas are very amazing. Thank you. But they don't, well, if you listen to them in isolation, they might sound okay. But as soon as you put it together with the rest of the song, it's not coherent. I can help you. Yeah, help me. Help me. Wait, let's use this. Yeah, this kind of sound. So if you layer, but it has to be higher. And this sound has to have like a fade in. And this sound needs to. And if you just gave it a bit of, I think a bit of hyperchord. Not that much. Yeah, and then you kind of wash it with reverb. Then maybe add a bit of frequency. For how many hundreds of thousands of years do you do music? Your workflow is a pro, to be honest. My workflow is not a pro. In fact, most of my attempts fail. Uh, I've made music for 10 years. Yeah, I think we need a bit of high passing going on. And this sound, I kind of want it to have a delay. Oh shit, not delay 2, but rather, oh, you know what? Delay 2 works. No, actually doesn't work. We need delay 3. Because we need this thing, diffusion. And modulation, yeah, we don't need modulation. Time, feedback, wet. Actually, you know what? Let's have modulation. Uh, Time. Yeah. And let's stretch pro. Check your Discord. Am I gonna show my Discord in front of the whole world? Yeah, just wait a sec, because I need to get this thing right. Reverb. Let's give it more decay. In fact, let's give some decay and let's give it a limiter. If you have like a phone, if you have like a phone, that's a good way to phrase it. Yeah, and also for delay, let's switch it to ping pong. Wait, I can't hear it anymore. All right, and then we also need to occupy the mid and like the mid range. And we also need to lead to this sound with some kind of fade in over here. Maybe like some kind of fade in like this, but not with this specific sample, but like something similar to this. Or you know what, this could work if we just put the format down. I made an OC. Yeah, you know what? I don't care, man. I'm not doing any lewd stuff in Discord. That's I respect the how can I say it? I respect the dedication, but I think I'll pass. I'm gonna keep my current profile pic. And delayed, yeah, we can. By the way, I don't think anybody uses this delay. Most people just use this one, delay 2. And when they look at delay 3, they get overwhelmed. But this thing, holy shit, I can't understand why some people would pay $200 for a delay plugin when they have this. Like, I don't understand. This thing is so insanely powerful. let's see. I kind of want. So the only thing that I want, like the only kind of thing that that I wish we had in delay 3 is like a reverse delay. That would be cool. Yeah, there's no reverse delay. Let's see. So we can turn the let's just use ping pong. Yeah, let's pan it the other way. Yeah, we can turn that down, and let's just copy paste this. Cause man, who doesn't copy paste? Just go, what's this? Yeah, get the fuck out of here, man. Let's Control G. And oh man, fuck the lag, dude. So much stuff going on that it lags. I should probably bounce some of these to audio, but I'm too lazy. Yeah, I feel sorry for you guys. You have to listen to that horrible lag. There's nothing I can do. I've done everything to minimize the lag. I should probably not be streaming while I'm working on this part. Wait, you know what? Let's close Discord. Actually, let's close everything that I don't need. Quit Discord, quit this. Copilot, man, I don't even use Copilot. Pig, why the fuck are you here? TikTok, I don't even, it's China. Quick note, yeah, close. I don't even know what these are. Windows security, oh shit, I should probably not be touching that. How long is this session? It's as long as it has to be. I'm just making music, and I need to make this song. I need to finish this song, and I'm just like streaming as I make it, because why not? Let's listen to this part and see how it ties together. My bad. So yeah, that's what I have for the moment. Holy, this is crazy. Holy shit. Thank you. Thank you so much. Yeah, that's what I have. So yeah, it takes a lot of time to make this kind of music. So that's why these sessions tend to be pretty long. But I hope that at the end, I get to make some progress and you guys get to, have fun watching, or maybe you can learn some stuff, or you can ask me anything and I can show you guys. I'm pretty chill, I think. So currently I'm trying to figure out how to make this part better. So yeah, this part this part, these two parts kind of feel empty. Oh, let's see. Let's see. What if we what orchestral libraries do you use? I'm gonna show you in a sec. If it doesn't lag, okay. I'm gonna show you in a sec. I need to try this thing first. Okay, yeah, that doesn't sound good. That doesn't sound good. No, I'm not fully convinced. You should increase the mic. Oh, it's already fully increased. Oh wait, yeah, I know how to increase the mic. I know how to increase the mic. All right, now it should be increased. Let me see. I think now I'm pretty loud. Yeah. Oh, if I increased it by 5 dB, it would fucking like it would clip. Uh, so all right, what orchestral libraries do I use? I don't actually use libraries. I use what's called like synths. So like these are like synthesizer that create orchestral sounds. By the way, like it's called physical modeling. But I think like the way I think of it is like they're basically synths. Okay. I need to, you know what? I need to uh disable smart disable. Okay. So yeah. So yeah, that's a synth. Uh, that's specifically designed to create the sound of a violin section. And then I use the same thing for the brass. So these are all synths. Oh fuck. I need to disable smart disable. So yeah, these are all like synth sounds. Uh, so like when you're listening to this, and by the way, the woodwinds are also like all synths. Wait, let me just let me. I can't talk and do stuff at the same time. So, and including like the even this whistle, that's also a synth. Okay. The violin is also a synth. These violins are also synth. So yeah, these are not libraries. This is why, uh, like these things, they don't take up a lot of RAM. In fact, I use 27 gigs of RAM, which is very little for this kind of project. If you use actual libraries instead of this, it would probably balloon up to like 70 gigs. Oh, by the way, this is also a synth, okay? So yeah, that's also a synth. What else is a synth? Is that? No, that's not a synth. But the sax is a synth. And what else? Man, there's like this tubular bell. Oh no, that's not a tubular bell. That's also a synth. Okay, this thing is also a synth. So yeah, like, so it's kind of unique. Okay, it's kind of unique. The approach that I have. I just can't stand like libraries with a million key switches. Um, you should make 100% original song after this. Yeah, of course. I'm making an original song at the same time. Perhaps missing some paths, but all the air is nice. This part. Yeah, the air is nice. I can agree with that. I just feel like it's here like it suddenly loses a bit of stuff, which I need to kind of fill in with some very subtle. That's the word that I was searching for. Very subtle element. What did you use Swam? Did you use libraries in the past? Swam is newish, right, and expensive. What made you go that route? I did use libraries in the past. Uh, but I used Metropolis Arc and Contact Factory Library. All right. I still use libraries for the percussion. So this is a library. So percussion, I still use like for orchestral percussion and like these. Where the hell is it? Man, this. Oh, by the way, this is like the first idea of the drop. That's like the first drop that I had. It kind of just sounds so ass. Uh, so yeah, these things are libraries. That's libraries. I use Swam and Piano Tech. All right, so I use Swam and like the Celesta. Oh man, there's no sound. So I use this and like physical modeling because I hate key switches. And uh, also like when you're using synths, because these sounds are generated by synthesizers, they will always get improved as they update the synthesizer engine. So as the company updates the synth. So think about it. If you have a sample library, the only way to make the samples sound better is to like re-record it. And so for the companies, if they re-record samples, then they would just release it as a new product. So as you buy a sample library, it's fixed. Um, it's like it's a product that'll never kind of improve. But with these synthesizer stuff, they tend to improve more and more as they upgrade the stuff in it. So, for example, the celesta or the harp, I remember when it was first introduced, it kind of sounded like crap. But then after now we're at Pianotech 9, it was introduced in Pianotech 6 or 5 or something. But then after like about 7 years, 6, 7 years, with incremental improvements, now it sounds pretty real. Oh yeah, there's no sound, of course. Now it sounds very, very real. So that's why I use like these synthesizer emulations. Uh, you should make a song like DM Druko. I don't know who that is. How long have you been making music? 10 years. Since 2015. What CPU are you using? And how much RAM do you have? I have a Ryzen 7, which is barely enough for this project. Because you can see my CPU going to like 100. Right here. Yeah, it went to like 99 for a second. It's like barely enough. And I have 32 gigs of RAM. 32 gigs. Which is also like we're approaching the RAM limit. Okay, this song uses 27 gigs. So I have 6 more gigs to go before it runs out of memory. Which is a sign that I should probably finish this song pretty soon. Yeah. I guess I answered a couple of questions. Now let's go back to this part. Alright, this part has been bugging me for about a week. Because I feel like this bar is kind of random. It sounds very random. So, what if I just muted these? And gave it one more bar. Yo, this sounds like a fantasy song, man. This could be played in the new Avatar. Thank you, man. People keep saying Avatar. I didn't watch. Actually, I watched the first Avatar when it came out, and my mind was fucking blown. And then the second Avatar, I watched the second Avatar, but not in a theater. I watched it like on the phone or something. Uh, and the second one, it didn't blow my mind as much as the first one. And the new Avatar, I guess there's a new one. Is there a third one? Uh, I don't know. Maybe there is. I didn't follow this. Or Lord of the Rings too. Yeah, thank you, man. That's like a very, very high praise. Lord of the Rings. Let me see. I should probably stop doing this, but I can't stop doing this. All right, Lord of the Rings. And then there's also wait, what is it? That's like the theme of the Ring, right? The Lord of the Rings. Anyways, I've been trying to make orchestral music, but this is another level. Thank you. If you're trying to make orchestral music, I guess if you have any questions, you can ask me. I'm not an expert in orchestral music, but I'll try my best to answer any questions. Alright, now, I feel like without the horns here, it sounds much better. Maybe we don't need the strings either. Oh, this fucking lag. I need to switch on smart disable. I don't want to do that, but there's no choice. I need to do that. I do have a question. What's your favorite plugin for orchestral? My favorite plugin is this. Yeah, I just switched on smart disable, so I can't play it. Wait, I can play it with my keyboard. Oh shit, I fucked up. But yeah, this is my favorite plugin for orchestral. It's called Swam String Sections. And also, I also have another favorite plugin, which is Piano Tech. This thing over here. It's, man, I just cannot stress how much has this changed my life. This thing right here. Yeah, I use physical modeling for anything that has a pitch, and anything that does not have a pitch, I use. Alright, so for percussion, I use this thing right here, which is called Vienna. Wait, that's the name of the player. It's called Synchron Percussion. That's what I use. Synchron Percussion. Claims to not be an expert, but pretty much at expert level. No. I cannot. I would be disingenuous if I claimed that to be an expert. I came out of music school with garbage grades. Okay, like actual garbage grades, and I can tell you that a lot of my classmates are way better than I am at orchestral stuff. Like way better. Okay. Some of them have won like international awards in orchestral stuff. I have a classmate who had his piece played by the Montreal Symphony Orchestra, which is like the most high-profile orchestra here in Montreal. He got his piece played by the actual thing. So when I compare myself to them, I'm like an ant looking at the Statue of Liberty or something. Time to pirate. I don't have money. I'm not gonna. I'm not gonna comment on that. Okay, you can do whatever you want. I'm not gonna comment because I know this is very controversial. So I don't want to say something that's too controversial. That's gonna bite me back. add some trumpet. Oh yeah, that's too much. That's too much. Was curious, do you mainly use stock FL effects for future compatibility sake, or is never needed to try out other things? I mainly use FL stuff because I don't know what else do I need. Now, I do have a bunch of like random stuff. So I have this thing, which looks huge. I can't even fit it on my screen. And I never use it. I do have some third-party stuff. FL Cloud, I didn't even use these. But like 99% of the effects plugins are FL stock plugins. Because, like, what else do you need? Like, if you want a distortion, you can just use this. If you want a multi-band distortion, you just use Patcher and make your own multi-band distortion. Now, I have this, like, stupid multi-band distortion. It only distorts like, one band. But I mainly use this for kicks. And if you want reverb, there's LuxVerb. This thing is like, LuxVerb is like way better than Valhalla, in my opinion. And what else do you like? There's Maximus, there's Soundgoodizer. Like this, when you have this, what else do you need? And then there's also like Patcher. If you have Patcher, if you're good at using Patcher, you don't need anything else. So, but I know that eventually I'll probably get some third-party stuff. Like, oh yeah, and also like some people use, instead of using this, they use Fat Filter Pro Q. Okay. I would only use Pro Q. I don't even have Pro Q, by the way. But I would only use it if I truly need, like, if I really, really, really need what's it called? They have like they have a thing where you can do, I forgot what it was, but it's like a dynamic, oh yeah, dynamic EQ. Only if I needed that. But there has never been a moment where I'm like, I need dynamic EQ right now. Yeah. Were your classmates doing similar to your hybrid style here? No. They're all doing classical music. Like classical music and contemporary music. None of them do EDM. Locks, if you need to, that never brag of not paying be for the passion heart willing to put. Yeah, I mean, there's a saying that says if buying is not owning, then pirating is not stealing or something. But in this case, I feel like these plugins, you don't have to subscribe to their stuff. Like, they are expensive, but they're a pretty legit company and they're very friendly. And like, I would pay them to support their whatever they're doing with these stuff. So yeah, and also like this company, it's a very small company. Yeah, I get, large corporations are they're probably doing some shady stuff, but these plugins, like sample library developers, unless you're Spitfire, okay, then probably, they're probably struggling as much as you are financially. Because making plugins is not a lucrative thing at all. So I would still pay them. Like, even if you have, you can ask them for like student discounts if you're a student. I asked them for a student discount, but I still try to pay them. Yeah, something's missing here. Wait, let me just play the whole section up until that point to kind of have a refresher of what it should sound like. Oh, there's a lot of comments. Not gonna lie, you're one of my top favorite musicians. Not gonna lie. Thank you. That makes me so happy. You should make music for DCI. What's DCI? Nice oboe, Gyat. Oboe. Interesting. There's no oboe here. Well, the only oboe that I have is in this part. Wait, that's the clarinet. I'm stupid. Oh yeah, that's the oboe. Yeah, the red one is the oboe. Oh man, there's this. Anyways, why compare yourself to them? I would say this is expert level hybrid scoring, not meant for a real orchestra. Yeah, this is not really meant for a real orchestra. I'm pretty sure this tops. Would be a shame if a game dev popped in, heard of you say your shit, pops out. Man, yeah, it would be a shame, but like I don't know if you have ever made music as a commission because it actually sucks. Okay. Like, trust me, it sucks to work. I mean, at least for me, it sucks. Okay. Because the thing is, the guy or the whoever or the gal, okay, uh, who wants the music comes to you and says, "All right, I need a music for this, this, this," and then usually the way they describe what they want is completely incomprehensible to you. They would describe something like, "I want something that sounds mystical and whimsical and and use all these adjectives." And then you're like, "But what does that actually mean?" And then they're like, "Yeah, just do whatever you want, man." And then you do this stuff, all right, and then you try to translate their idea into into the commission, and then you give it to them, and then they're like, "Wait, but that's not what I want. I want something whimsical." And then you're like, "But what the fuck does whimsical mean?" And then they try to explain it again with like a bunch of adjectives, and they say your stuff sounds too and then they're going to use like other adjectives. They say, but your song sounds like too watery or too plasticky. Like the one that I hear the most is too plasticky. And then you're like, dude, just shut the fuck up, man. Just tell me what you need. So like there's always a misbalance between what you think they mean versus what they actually mean. And sometimes even the person who goes to you for commissions has no idea what they actually want. Uh, yeah, just ask them for reference track. Yes, it does happen. So there's once, I'm not going to name the person, but they wanted me to make a song or to make a soundtrack for like an action-packed thing. And then they gave me 3 reference tracks, and these are like completely different things. I'm like, how do you want me to mash them together? And they're like, I want the and then like it's a bunch of nondescript adjectives again. I want I forgot what the word that he said, but like or they said. Oh, I just revealed the gender. All right, I should probably stop talking about it then. But yeah, uh, I could not understand what he wanted, and I ended up making 2 different variations, and none of them worked. And then we left, and then he found somebody else. But yeah, like that's why I kind of don't really like commissions. I wanted to work as a commission composer, like a freelance composer, back in the days. But then I realized that it's probably not for me. I want to do this instead, like go crazy with my own ideas. But what the fuck? Oh yeah, it's this sample. Oh, wait, yeah, look it up on YouTube. Blue coats. Yeah, in the previous streams, I played some music on YouTube, and I got into like some copyright issues. So I guess I'm not gonna do that anymore. I can look it up like after the stream, but not during the stream. It's not copyright? Okay, if that's what people want me to go check out, you know what? Let's go check it out. Listen to Blue Coats Till. No idea what that is. Maybe it'll be good. Maybe it'll help me get some inspirations. All right, YouTube. Oh shit! Wait, what the fuck just happened? What's it called? Blue Coats Till BCI show. This bakery thing. Oh, and I'm gonna have to sit through fucking 10 seconds of ad. Alright, you said 11:05. Alright, let's see. 11:05. Wait, that's actually crazy. What the hell? Wait, how do they do this? Because they're not playing the trumpets. Like they're not their mouths are not touching the trumpets. I think I think they're using some kind of like light electronics to pitch down the thing. All right, anyways, we really need to figure this part out. So I need to introduce the horns one by one. So I want, all right, so here's what I want. I kind of want a snare here, but some kind of like very resonant snare. Maybe like something like this. Kind of like this. Or maybe that's not a good idea. Like, how do I feel like these 4 bars. So I want the energy to kind of increase over here and then suddenly collapse over here and then pick back up over here. But I haven't found a way to do that. Just finished listening to your answers about commissions. You said plastic, yeah. Like, I have no idea what that means. It's like, you remember the guy that I told you about, the who gave me like 3 different things for me to reference, and then I'm not going to show the song that I made because it's kind of ass, but I guess he's referring to like using a lot of very short pluck sounds. Like if you use Harmor, and then you did like this. Like apparently this is plasticky. Apparently this sounds like plasticky. Or even if you did this. Anyways, yeah, it's like, you can't describe audio with adjectives. It's just like, it doesn't work. It's like, you cannot teach and learn audio, like music, with text. You need to use like audio to teach audio. Let's add this and see what happens. Alright, let's see if this sounds better. So yeah, I think it sounds better because we need that like top shimmery end. Man, this part is really bugging me. But let's not, tunnel vision ourselves too much. And let's see what we can change once we get to this part. Maybe tomorrow I'm gonna have like a eureka moment. When I finally figure out how to fix this part. But now let's try to fix this part. So this cello sound, not fully convinced. What can we switch the cello to? Or what else can we use? Yeah, the bow position thing. Hey! Yo, what's up? I remember you. You followed me like pretty early on. And then you also followed me on SoundCloud and like on pretty much every single platform. Uh, okay. Let's switch this to the cello section. Like the cello ensemble. And see if that's gonna make it better. I think cello is 7. Wait, there's no fucking sound. Oh wait, I'm stupid because I didn't change the notes to cello. And maybe we could even like turn it down an octave and then use the double beat. Oh wait, that's too much. That's too much. I'm a big fan on SoundCloud. Haha, your orchestral stuff is phenomenal. Thank you, thank you. Makes me so happy to hear that. Oh, this stupid son of a... It's doing the tremolo thing again. But now... Oh, yeah, this thing is so annoying. Hey! Welcome back. So the cello... You know what, let's just... Plus... And, this thing is so messy. Bass. Okay, now I can click on this. How much RAM do you have for this? I have 32 RAM. So we're approaching the limit. Man, this thing is so stupid. You know what? Let's end it with this position. Man, you can't even hear it. You can't even hear it. Alright. Wait, why is the shortcut not working? What is it called? Scale levels. Let's just fucking offset this to like here. Oh, wait, why did I close it? Scale. Where is it? Scale. Accept. Yeah, you can't even fucking hear it. Alright, what if we just layered it with this? And alright, let me see. Wait, I'm kind of confused right now. So I have the horn playing this. Okay. Where's the other trombone? These instruments sound so good. Yeah, they do. They sound fucking good. Like, you listen to this thing, right? Like, holy shit. In the context, that's what it sounds like. Do you want to release an album of this music, or this will be licensable for trailers? This is a remix of AU5's song, so I don't think I have the full rights to this song. This is a remix of AU5's song called Starflame. This song right here, Starflame. Now, I'm not going to play it because I don't want to get into like copyright troubles. I picked up the Swamp Solo alto flute this Black Friday for $40. Wait, what? $40 only? Alto flute. $40. That's like super cheap. Oh, because it's just the alto flute. Okay, I see. Yeah, just the alto flute. If you buy the entire Swam, it would be $1,400. And then the strings, on top of that, the strings are $500. So it's like almost $2,000 for the entire Swam thing. I believe I got Bass Slapper. What's that? What's Bass Slapper? Here I want some brass playing the same thing. Let's have the bass trombone, I guess. Oh, that's too high. Or you know what? Let's use the horns. Yeah, I'm not supposed to be doing this, but basically all four horns are playing at the exact same time, which is not realistic. But just for now, I'm gonna do this, and then I'll tweak it at the end. Yeah, and then this part, get rid of it. Okay. Yeah, way too loud, way too loud. Which is why we need to control this. Horns. Alright, And then this thing, we're gonna need to make it unique and make it so that it only affects the... It only affects this, this, and oh shit, this. Wait, I think I messed something up. Was the best year I've seen, I think, for orchestral stuff in general. Yeah, there was a lot of sales. This year, VSL had like a crazy ass sale. They had like their 25th anniversary sale, and I got the Synchron percussion because of that. And also, Orchestral Tools had a massive sale at the end of the year. Sound Iron had a massive sale too. Who else? But yeah, it's a pretty good year for sales. I mean, 2025 because now we're in 2026. Slap bass VST. It's really realistic, but kind of hard to use. Oh yeah, slap bass. The reason why slap bass is so hard is because on a bass there's so many ways to play a single note on the bass. So I use this for bass, but yeah, like all of them are pretty hard to use. If you went here, you can see all those key switches, which is why it's so hard to use. But slap bass, like if you make like funk music, and you know how to do your slap bass, it sounds pretty awesome. But yeah, this is what I use. Yeah, slap. But you have to do pull as well. Wait, hold on a second. So force pull, because you slap the bottom string with your thumb, right? And then you pull the top string with your index finger when you play the bass. Anyways, let's focus on this. I need to focus on this. You don't need to focus on this. Yeah, these percussion, they kind of just stop playing at some point. And that's not what I intended. So that's what I have for the moment. How should I make this carry on? Wait, I'll just save this file for now. Alright, so this is 3 different libraries. No, wait, it's actually 2 different libraries. So we have Synchron Percussion, which is the green stuff. So these are the snares from Synchron. This is the Thunder Tom from Synchron. And then here we have a Chinese drum ensemble, which actually sounds fucking insane. Yeah, it actually sounds crazy. And I kind of like to use them together. Alright, I should probably stop talking. Alright, let me see. What kind of pattern should I put?那 bro，没事，我现在我说好无所谓。那我现在这 stream 有挺多人在看，然后再20分钟就20分钟吧。OK。不然的话就可以让他。不是，我下20分钟对吧？Okay. Alright, sorry about that. Anyways. Alright, I kind of want like a dum bum dum bum, that kind of sound. Yeah, I'm not supposed to do this, but what kind of alright, so there's like a kick type sound. What I call a kick type sound is a sound that's mostly like low end and mostly dark. Like that kind of sound. And then there's a snare type sound, which is mostly bright. Like that's a snare type sound. So I'm trying to figure out what kind of snare and kick type sound can we get out of this green library here. Wait, let me just see. So I have the thunder, so that's the green thing. Oh yeah. Okay, so there's no snare type sound, I guess. Okay. There's a type of sound that I want to add here, which is a kind of like a noisy cowbell sound. Yeah. That sound. So let's add it over here. Now trust me, it'll work. Okay. So what we have to do is we need to give it reverb and limiter. And maybe this. So reverb, we need size maxed out, the decay pretty long. And maybe the mod as well. Okay. And we need to boost like this frequency here. And instead of having like a sharp peak, wait, let me think about something. What if we added this, which is probably illegal? Okay. And we, by the way, I need to leave in like 15 minutes. Which is kind of unfortunate because now we have like, this is like the most successful stream that I had. up to this point. But I really need to leave in 15 minutes. But let's see. All right, bit crushing. All right, and then the limiter. What we have to do with the limiter is we need to gain this and then reduce this. It'll work with the percussion. Let's see. And then there's the bass drum that I had. Yeah, we need more of these percussion sounds. Let me see. Kind of tricky because there's a lot of elements in this part. I need to think about it. So, alright, at some point we need like a da-da-dum. Yeah, that's a really good, like a pre-impact sound. Do like a suspense riser and volume decrease. A riser and a volume decrease. There's already a riser. There's I mean, there's so much stuff here, but there is a riser. Yeah, there's that, and then But we could try a more traditional riser, like a sweep. But let me see. Man, this is really hard. Alright, let me see what I did here, and let's see if we can take some inspiration from this. So, alright, that's the tom. So, alright, so we have this, which is the bass drum. What can I repurpose? So, yeah, we have the bass drum. So these are the bass drums. You know, I can't fucking play this because... Alright, let's... Yeah, maybe we can use this. This is bass drum, which means that it's written number 2, which means that it's on channel 1. Alright, the reason why these two notes have the same sound is because they're kind of simulating playing the... It's like, I think what's happening is that this is like slightly on the left side of the bass drum, and this is like slightly on the right side. So as you alternate between them, it kind of feels like the person beating the bass drum with the left and right hand. That's what I think is going on in this library. Add like kick, 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 snare, kick, kick. What kind of kick, 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 snare? Do you mean this? Kick, 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 snare? This one? You like an 808 with distortion kick, 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 snare. I can tell you that I don't think 808 kicks with distortions will work. I mean, I can show you what they sound like. If you just went to flex, you have like these 808. Oh, no, wait, that's like way too crazy. But you have like these mobile, yeah, with distortion. It's not gonna work. Nah, it doesn't work. First of all, you can't really hear it. And second of all, it doesn't go with the cinematic vibe. It just feels like some kind of trap beat. Okay, yeah, instead of this, let's make it more interesting. Now, the velocity is pretty high. It's because this part is actually pretty loud. And I remember there are toms in here. Well, let's see what you said. You can use different drum, or make like a quiet section with only voice and riser and drone. Make like a quiet section with only voice and riser and drone. How would you do that given all the stuff that we have now? Are you telling me to create a new section? But that's kind of difficult because I already have this thing planned out. And this thing is exactly... I think this thing's like exactly like a multiple of 4 bars. This part would be pretty similar to voice plus. You should like extend some parts. Which parts? Be specific. Oh, actually, you know what? We could use these sounds. That's like what the bass drum is playing. There's this thing. Oh my god, where the hell is it? Oh wait, it's not this part. It's this thing. Wait, no, not this thing. There's like a gong that I want to reuse. Yeah. but let's just make it like not that loud. So yeah, this gong sound. Man, you can't even hear it. Wait, I don't like how it goes from like barely audible to like suddenly too overpowering with the vlog. This is why I would only buy sample libraries that have like at least 10 velocity layers for these kind of sounds. Because when you have like too little velocity layers, you run into this kind of problem where suddenly it's too quiet, and then when you boost the velocity just a little bit, it becomes too overpowering. Let's see if you buy samples. Yeah, I do. You like dubstep and the first part and there. Do you know how hard it is to just extend it like that? Like you can't just like create a space in between and just copy paste the same material. You have to think about how it joins with the previous section and the section that comes after that. It's a lot easier to say that, but actually implementing it is super hard. Which is why I'll think about it only after I figure out how to like actually fix the current part before I try to extend stuff. How have you been? I have been okay. Yeah, let's just say that I've been okay. I forgot what I was trying to do. Wait, why does it play the 808? I saw it like there's a video, and then there's a guy, in which a guy's producing music, and he literally played a chord. At some point, there's a chord with played with 808s, and that's like the funniest thing ever. I was trying to. Like, alright, but we need some kind of sound here. Yeah, this thing is okay as a layer, but I feel like we really need some kind of. Maybe we should follow Red Winning Smile's advice here with some sort of kick and snare, but not the kick and snare from the actual drop, but some kind of like cinematic kick and snare. All right, so like that could be a good kick sound, but it's probably too crazy. Man, this sounds insane. Alright, yeah, maybe not like this distorted and this compressed. Maybe like the kick and snare in the song Starfall by Talir during the build up at 107. That's very specific. I can't listen to that right now because I'm streaming. And I don't want to get into any copyright issues like I got into a few days ago. Actually, yesterday. But I'll check it out. Is it like some kind of, is it like an EDM kick and snare? Or is it more of a cinematic one? I know that Talir, like, he makes orchestral dubstep. Like, he sounds like X-Truller. He sounds really like X-Truller. Aryan cinematic, yeah, okay. Okay, let's... First of all, let's... I guess we can cut this, because I'm too lazy to just, like, you know... I like to use these controls, because then I don't need to hook it up to a mixer slot. You can give like you can give it some reverb, and it's not going to use your CPU, which is great. We can use this cutoff thing, which is basically a low pass. Yeah, that's way too low pass. No, this thing has to be used sparsely, like sparsely, or sparingly. Like I would say this thing's probably it should only come up every like 4 bars. Maybe even more like cut off. Okay. So, what kind of snare type sound do we need? We can try to use another, like, cowbell sound. But not this one. Some kind of, alright, you know what? Some kind of like block sound. Yeah, this sound. So what you do is you give it to Destructor. And you give it to like Stat. Which makes it a tiny bit more interesting. And then you give it to Reverb with maximum ER, which is early reflection. And then Limiter, and then Transient Processor. I guess this thing could be like kick snare, kick snare, kick snare. Oh shit, wait, hold on a second. I'm stupid. Oh shit. Actually, I've changed my mind. Okay, yeah, now it needs to be a bit beefier. And we need to then start boosting certain frequencies. Yeah, there's the connection between this thing and this thing is kind of weak now. But I guess I'll be able to fix that eventually in the future. Is there too much going on over here? Is it like too busy? Like, is the mix too overloaded? Alright, it's good. Thanks. That reassures me a little bit. But I'm still not fully convinced. Anyways, I think it's time for me to leave. I'll probably be back tomorrow. Not today, because today I've got stuff to do. I need to go out and swim a bit in the swimming pool. But then after that, yeah, tomorrow I'll probably be back. Anyways, thanks for being here. Come back tomorrow to check how this song progresses. Hopefully, it's gonna have some progress by the time we get to the end of tomorrow. But thanks, you guys. Bye.